What is going on, guys? My name is Seth and you're watching Farmer on the Prairie. If you like my channel, please remember to subscribe down below and then hit the notification bell so you know every time I upload a video. And then also, please like the video and then comment down below any thoughts or questions you might have. Today, we're gonna flash back to about a month ago, working on the 695 again, and we will get you caught up to speed on what is going on with that thing. Okay, we got the roll bar off of it. Now we just gotta cut the stack off. And then I'm gonna make my thing to go in between there and there. What I failed to mention is we are making a bracket going between the two roll bar mounts, and it is going to have a cup holder for a water jug on it, and it's going to have a toolbox and then a cup holder for water bottles. So that way we can stay hydrated when we're out raking and baling hay, and we also are going to have a toolbox on the tractor. I buttoned up a few things up in the dash here, and then we had at one point bought new side panels for a hydro, but the plastic behind them was cracked, so we couldn't put them on, and they fit on here. So we put them on just to have new matching side panels. So we've got this, looks like about 2" by 3/4" tubing that we're gonna cut into 35" sections. And then we got an angle iron that we're gonna cut into 6" sections and then drill holes in for the holding pieces. Got the 3 big holes drilled in those now. I wire wheeled this one right here. I'm gonna wire wheel that tube right there. Okay, got her all wire wheeled up so there's not that much rust left on it. So I decided I'm just gonna tack weld it together, pull it out, and then weld it properly. But these are gonna sit in here like this with the crossbars on top of them. Okay, I've got this all connected together up here and clamped. I'm gonna tack weld them and then pull it off, take it over there and weld it up like it should be. So the lights on the 695 just showed up, and here they are. We got flush mount lights that bolt to a flat plate, which is what we made those plates for, so they're gonna bolt into the fenders of the tractor. We've got the lights for the back of the fender, and then the headlights came and already got those installed, so they'll just plug right into the factory harness when we put the hood back on. We got our metal plates out again, and I'm going to measure this with a caliper, and then we're going to mark it out on here. We're going to drill a couple holes and then cut them out. So once we get those cut out, we're going to paint them real well. We're going to drill the holes for the mounting bolts. We're going to paint them real quick, and then hopefully tomorrow throw them on the tractor. Guys, so while Seth is over there working on the new plates for the new lights that we're going to put right here, I will be taking off the mixing valve on this tractor because we're going to take the 695 is going to get the one from the hydro. So I'm going to get started on this. I finally got it, so I can start cutting back and forth with the blade and get the last part out. First things next.
First next thing.
Alright, so we're just wiping down these plates with isopropyl alcohol, and then we're going to go ahead and paint them. Or we're going to put primer and then paint. And once that's done, we'll let it dry overnight and then put the lights in tomorrow.
They're gonna be red?
Yep, they're going to be red.
Huh. For some reason I thought they were gonna be black.
They're going to be red and then they're going to turn black. Okay, so these are all dried off now, and we're gonna go ahead and start putting the lights in them. Alright guys, the new light is all put in. I think it looks really slick. It's a flush mount light. As you can tell right here, it's the same brightness as the ones that are on the Kubota. So it should work out really nice. Gotta do the other side yet. Okay guys, so we got the other side installed now and they look really, really good. There they are on. And there's what they look like off. I think they're a really nice addition to the tractor and they look really clean. So all in all, it's a good upgrade. So now here on the back of the fender, we're mounting the just 2000 lumen light. So I got to drill a mounting hole like right here, and then we're gonna run a wire in, a bigger hole with a wire running through it right behind it. So we're doing that in 2 spots right there, and then of course on the other side over here. I just completely took off the bracket that had the old light right there. So I went ahead and drilled 2 holes here, one to bolt the light down to and the wire behind it to run, or the hole behind it to run the wire through, and then underneath that hole we've got a channel with a hole at the other end to run a wire through. So I'm gonna go ahead and start working on that. Okay, so I have both lights on now. The light is mounted to the fender and the wires run through the back. Same thing over here, lights on the fender, the wires run through the back. And this wire's just hanging out here. We've got to run a wiring harness down underneath the seat and up over the fuel tank to here. And over on this side, I just, for right now so I could see it on, I just stuck the wires into the old plug that's gonna get cut off. That light works, nice and bright. So now I've just got to get the wire run over to the other side and that'll be good. So I finished wiring up all the lights in the tractor. All of them will be on once we put the hood back on. But right now I have both rear lights done, and they're not insanely bright, but I would definitely say that's enough light to get a job done, especially since this tractor doesn't have a cab with dirty windows and all that kind of stuff. So they ended up turning out really nice. I wired it up here. We got the wire running through the channel out here through a wire loom, and then joins in with the other wires from the harness going down through, and then it turns and goes down through there with the harness and underneath, and then splices in right down there. And then this other red wire that's loose right here, I'm going to wire into the switch, or wire into the plug on the back. So when we have our grinder mixer for our chicken feed put in, then it will be able to have power on the scales. The only downside is that Dad's gonna have to have the light switch on when he grinds feed, even if it's in the daytime, but that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so I went up and ate supper, and now I'm back out here again, and I got the plug right here wired up again with the plug, or with the wire that is on when the rear lights are. So now we will be able to power the scale on our grinding mixer whenever we have that hooked up. All right, we got the hood back on again, and so therefore the new headlights are in the front. And those are very bright as well. So this thing's also lit up now too, since it seems like we usually work in the dark. This is our auger tractor, so it's gonna be really nice to have an auger tractor that's got lights again, because our hydro hasn't had lights for the last several years. All right, guys, that is all for today's video. Please remember to hit that like button, and I will see you next time.